Hi, my name is Tola Akinsulire, and I am Chief Commercial Officer for Mixta Africa. The vision for LNT was pretty simple. We wanted to create a location where people could live, work, and play. Now, it sounds very, very simple, but to execute that, you have to execute it in a way that people would feel comfortable enough to be willing to invest there. And so for us, the first strategy was creating an environment that people would be willing to live in. That means you have to introduce things like infrastructure, you have to introduce things like content, and that's the strategy which we've been pursuing all these years. So on that basis, we've created different types of developments within the township, all across the different spectrum of different housing types, from the affordable housing to middle income to premium to luxury housing units. Basically creating an ecosystem where you can find different classes of people live in the way that really appeals to their lifestyle. I think the first way we have to even look at it is, before we even started the whole development within LNT, how did we even add value to the ecosystem? First and foremost, we have relied very much on a lot of people working within the ecosystem to actually support the development. So we have created employment opportunities for people living around the Lagos New Town. And beyond that, one of the things which we did, which was very remarkable for this environment, was the introduction of the Lekki Golf and Country Estate. This basically created a new postcode in the whole Ibeju Lekki, and that has formed the basis for everybody to define their developments, and it enhanced the value of real estate, not just around Lekki, but basically around the Ibeju Lekki area. In terms of the future growth, what we still believe is that, look, there is still so much LNT still has to offer to the community. As I said, we're trying to build a live, work, and play environment. We've introduced the live components, and which we're still rolling out. We've introduced a bit of the play components. There's still the working component, and for that, we're going to still be introducing commercial areas. The commercial areas is going to create an environment where people can actually work, so you don't have to go outside of Ibeju Lekki to actually find the kind of jobs that will really support the lifestyle. If I was going to script the future of LNT, is this: it's an adventure movie. And the reason why I said it's an adventure movie is based on some of the things we've gone through in the past in terms of trying to roll out developments and also integrate infrastructure into what you currently have in the environment. I can say that there's still a wide range of adventure that still lies ahead of us, because for us, in terms of how we want to develop in a way that is sustainable to the environment, in a way that supports the businesses that surround our development. And so there's still so much which we still have to offer, and it's basically an adventure that I still see in terms of our rollout. One of the things that was very important in driving the growth of LNT was this: we had to give people something that was unique, that would convince them to move all the way from wherever it is to want to come here. And the first of it that we introduced was the approach we went for infrastructure. Our approach for infrastructure was basically to develop infrastructure in a sustainable manner. The overall plan is that by the time we complete Lagos New Town, we're going to have over 200,000 people here. And so you have to develop infrastructure that not only serves the interest of those who are moving in today, but also provides for the needs that they're going to have in the future. And that was one of the things which we were able to do in some of our developments, like our site and service that you have in Beachwood Estate, whereby we develop infrastructure which people have been using for years, and that has formed the hallmark and foundation for all our developments across all our various estates. In addition to that, we've also tried to introduce different recreational aspects. For example, within our Adiva estate, Adiva is primarily a middle income development, but within that you actually have a wonderful lake. That lake serves twofold purposes. Number one, it serves as a reservoir, and at the same time it also serves its recreational purposes. You have people who go there to fish in the evenings, you have people who just stand there to relax. And these two strategies have been some of the hallmarks which we've introduced within our developments, and has acted as an attraction to be able to see the uniqueness in the developments that we offer across the spectrum of all our developments in LNT.